Hello, welcome back to Savvy Market Channel. It's nice to have you here again. I'm so excited to be presenting to you this video today. Alright, so today this video is just about GTCO's debt to equity ratio for 2023. Yeah, I know the moment you saw the thumbnail, GTCO, and you were instantly interested because there's a whole lot of buzz going around about GTCO network and everything. If you're a GT user, I can understand what you're going through right now, because myself I've had a lot of scenarios where I sent money to people and they kept reaching out to me to say, oh, you haven't sent this money, why I've sent it, and over a period of time, and then they still haven't got the credits. So I can understand that. Even in emergencies, you just try to do some transactions and there are just some resistance and obstacles, and then the transactions are unsuccessful, or then you don't even know what the status of those transactions are. I can imagine, and let me apologize on behalf of the organizations and whatever you are going through. I can really understand, and I hope they rectify that, because it's really telling a lot on their reputation out there. People have had people withdraw all your money, and people are having change of thoughts as with regards to doing business with them, and that's not so much. I believe that would reflect in their reports in maybe next year or so. So today we'll just be taking a brief look at what their debt to equity ratio looks like and what exactly it is saying about them. I know that this I can try to just imagine how much of running around they will be doing as an organization right now to get everything back in place and to reinstate their reputation as one of the biggest banks in Nigeria, because they are part of the Fugas. Yeah, Fugas. So Fugas is a group of 5 banks, top 5 banks in Nigeria, and includes First Bank, UBA, GT, Access, and Zenith. So that's the Fugas. So the F is for First Bank, the U is for UBA, the G is for GT, the A is for Access Bank, and the Z is for Zenith Bank. So that's what makes up the Fugas. And if they continue like this, they might have to follow that. I don't think that's something they want to let, as a position they want to let go. And also, this is actually very risky because it's a time of high competitiveness, mostly with these fintechs that are coming up, and then everybody's just migrating, people are taking up OP and all of that. So okay, let's just take a brief look. So you see on your screen there, you see 15% and then 85%. So the debt to equity ratio is a financial metric that compares a company's total liability, which is also referred to as debt, to their total shareholders' equity. So this ratio actually measures a company's financial leverage and assesses its ability to meet its debt obligations. So basically, to calculate this metric, you just divide the total liabilities by the total shareholders' equity, and then you come up with that. So for this company, the ratio, the debt to equity ratio, is about 5.5%, and that's actually extreme. So the interpretation of the ratio is that a high debt to equity ratio indicates that a company is using more debt financing than equity financing, and this can be beneficial if the company is able to generate sufficient cash flow to service its debt. However, a high debt to equity ratio can indicate a higher level of financial risk. And on the other hand, a low debt to equity ratio indicates that the company is using more equity financing than debt financing. And this can be beneficial if the company is able to generate sufficient cash flow to meet its financial obligations. So if the company is not able to generate enough cash flow, they might have to resort to taking in debt. But then here what I'm seeing is that I was shocked when I saw this, and I had to reconfirm again to see that although this is 2023 data, so because I was shocked that 85% of the operations is funded by total debt. It's funded by debt, and according to the interpretation that I gave, this could be a bad and this could be a good one. According to the interpretation I gave, so this would actually lead to, now we have 85% debt and 15% equity. So going to the back end, if we see what the debt to equity ratio is, the debt to equity ratio here is actually let me increase this size. It's 5.56 if you if we transform this into convert this into percentage, you will see that this is over 500%. This is 500% approximately. So we see that that's 556%, so 5.5. So and that's actually extreme. It's extreme for a company to have such a ratio. But then on the other hand, if the company is able to generate sufficient cash flow, which I believe that GTCO can do, it's actually beneficial for them. And it's also, on the other hand, reflects that they are at a very high level of financial risk. So that's just what they say. So yes, this is a staggering ratio, but then I think GTCO has the advantage of leveraging on these debts, and they can handle this condition. So some of the limitations of this metric include the fact that it does not account for cash flow or profitability. So it just shows, okay, this is what we have, this is what we have, the money on ground, the money we borrowed, the money we have. And it may also not reflect the company's ability to meet its debt obligation, because there's no way you can find out, so can they meet this debt or they can't. They can be reflected also by accounting practices and debt structuring. And okay, so there are also practical applications of the debt to equity ratio is also called the DE ratio. So the D for debt and the E for equity and all of that. So this metric actually has several practical applications in finance and investing. So one, we have credit analysis. So lenders use this metric ratio to assess a company's credit worthiness. So when a company wants to borrow you money, this is where one place they would like to look at and see, what does it look like? Are you very high on debt or low on debt, and to reflect, and then that can also inform whether you're credit worthy or not. So it also helps in investment analysis, and investors actually use this metric to evaluate a company's financial health and potential for growth. And then for financial planning, organizations use this to determine their optimal capital structure and make informed decisions about debt financing. So somebody might be asking that I did not do an overview for this video. Yes, I am trying to save as much time as possible, so I kind of like skip that. If I have done an overview for the company before, I'll just say something about them, and then just maybe something new or something I didn't say in the last video. So if you want to if you need an overview for GTCO, I actually made a video about them before now on earnings per share. So you can just try and look up that video. I have both the analysis and the full overview of the company, so you might want to look that up to keep you informed about their anything you want to know, you need to know about them, at least on a superficial level. Yeah, so that's that. So we see here that for GTCO, they have 85% debt. They are running on 85% debt and then 15% equity. But then this is not some with their capacity and their reputation and their status. This is, although it's a high level financial risk, but then I think they have the operational capacity and the managerial efficiency to be able to handle these conditions. So that will be all for this video. I would be expecting your comment on what you think about this, and just let me know. I'd like to know what you think. I'd like to hear your perspective and all of that. So that will be all. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are yet to subscribe to the channel, please kindly do so, as it encourages us to do more. And don't forget to hit the like button if you do like this video. Bye bye.